All right, welcome back to Real Comic Book Talk. Today, man, we're gonna get into detail about the James Gunn situation. I know we did a video earlier. As soon as the news happened, we covered it. Said he got fired, but now Alan Horn, the head of all Disney movies, came down, reaffirmed, said, "Look, I know we had a meeting with you, but you ain't coming back. You never will, ever again." So, man, the first question is, do you really agree with the decision not to bring James Gunn back?
No, it's kind of. I read it's like
let him know. Let him know.
I read the tweets and I was like, what is wrong with this guy? But it happened before he was originally hired, so I'm like, there's no way y'all didn't know about this stuff. There's no way this wasn't already out there. So I still don't agree with him getting fired. I don't. No.
Well, for me, Disney says they're a family brand, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I understand why you hated the tweets. First of all, you should have hated the tweets regardless if you're a family brand or not. That's number one. But number two, yeah. You can't say you're a family brand that don't have room for forgiveness and growth, like all families are supposed to have. Forgiveness that he wrote the tweets, but didn't grow because he's already moved past the tweets. He's done things so that you won't. What's the word I'm looking for? He does things to show you that he's not that same person.
He reassured that he was a new person, right, by doing the things he did now,
and not just not on camera things with the Guardians, like
he did things off camera, yeah,
off camera. Yeah. The people, like charity work, yeah, fighting for those people he bluntly disrespected, and I'm being mild about it. Bluntly disrespected. So I don't think he should have been fired in the first place. I think they should have came up with a strong letter. Maybe say, hey, look, we're gonna dock some pay from you, just to, make it look good for everybody else. But now, instead of just firing, even though he does get what, $7 to $10 million severance pay because he technically didn't break his contract. So I don't know. I kind of would have walked away with the $10 million and said, you know what, I'm living my best life.
I am living my best.
But again, that's just me. I forgot the other question we were gonna have on it. Who do you think should since he ain't coming back? Who do you want to come over as a director? But who do you actually think can make it happen?
It's tricky because he did what nobody else really did before. I feel like this was his movie because the uniqueness of the movie. So I believe in Marvel's hiring practices. Like, who they hire and have been hiring has been working for me. His stories were unique and it's already written out. So it's just a matter of you getting a director that you feel as though is on par with his personality, which is what you guys already know. But I don't know. I honestly don't know. I would have to sit down and literally go through every kind of directing style, a list of directors, and look at their movie types, and then try to go from there. But you can't really know that, though. Because, like, the Russo brothers directed a freaking comedy show, and then all of a sudden you gave them Captain America, and that was a spy, Captain America Winter Soldier, and that was like a spy kind of thriller, kind of TV, kind of movie, and it was great. And I'm like, did you guys really see that in them? Or like, what's the name? Was it Keel? Key and Peele?
Yeah.
And he directed a semi-horror movie, but all he does and was known for is comedy. So it's kind of hard to pick picking a director and
James
be like,
Bond does horror.
Yeah.
And now he directed one of that Fast and the Furious movie.
Yeah. It's kind of hard for you to be like, yeah, this is your work. And you're like, yeah, this is your work. You're a comedian. Can you do action? It's tricky. Like, I leave that to somebody else. But if they put Taiki, Thor Ragnarok's director, Taiki Waititi, if they put him in charge,
it's not Waititi. He didn't mean it.
You know who I'm talking about? Thor Ragnarok's director. You put him in his place. I think he'll do a decent enough job and try not to. He would definitely. The problem is he'll be put so much pressure on the next director that you hope that they don't try to replicate that previous director, James Gunn, and they just do them. That's what you hope for.
It's going to be hard to do them when they have his script or his vision.
No, but they're going to. But whoever they give the directorial chain, the key to direct, and they're going to put their own twist on it no matter what. They're giving that free range. You're always every director.
They're giving that free range, and they were like, "Look, I can't work with the script," but that's part of their free range.
Then you get the director who you can work with.
See, that's the problem. But I'm going.
It's not.
That's why I'm going to swing around to me. I think the easiest. Number one, I know everybody thinks it should be like Dan said, Thor Ragnarok's director, and that's easily that's an easy choice. But I think the answer is right in front of you. As the director, James Gunn, and who do you think could best carry out your vision? Because when you're a director, you have assistant directors, you have the whole staff. Like, look, who do you think can best live out your vision here? I mean, you won't be here, but at least help protect the movie, so everybody knows. Hey, look, that's good. You're gone, but we can still see James Gunn. Especially if they're gonna keep the script, because they keep the script, they're gonna have to put your name in the title card. When it says written by, it's gonna have to say your name.
Screenplay by.
Yeah, so. Your name's going to be on it if they keep the script. Why not hope? Ask James Wan, look, your name's going to be on it. Hope you in this movie, and just help us pick a director.
But that brings up the other question of are they going to straight up keep the script, or are they going to jump the script?
Well, if I were them, you still want to make the movie. You were set to make the movie at the start of 2019. So if you're gonna rewrite a whole script, you're gonna start that right now. Then that's going to something else we're gonna talk about. But David Bautista said, "I'll come back because I'm contract obligated, but I really only gonna come back if they keep the script."
Yeah, because the actors already written it,
read it. So kind of which one you gonna do? And the fans know that want James Gunn to stay and wanted him back. Like me, I'm like, look, if I can at least have his director. Because y'all might even fuck up the soundtrack without this guy. At least let me get the script.
Well, you're not even going to get that. Man.
That's why I said the best answer.
That's why it was such a unique movie and everything. You're going to,
So the best answer is to ask James Wan, who do you think can best carry out your vision?
James Gunn.
I'm sorry, James Gunn. Ask James Gunn, who do you think can best carry out your vision? That's the obvious answer to me. Instead of trying to go find somebody else who may not be able to work with the script he got, and you might have to scrap the whole script. That means you might have to push the release date back. Might not have James Gunn back. And a lot of things happen. So if you keep the script, ask James Wan to help. I think that'll solve.
Why you keep calling him James Wan? James Gunn.
Gunn, because I don't know why. Maybe I'll try to take this image and get that gun sound out of your name. Since you already got some other fuck ups. The name change might go a long way, my brother. A facelift, you gotta take the whole image down.
Did you see that meme where they did the one where they changed it around, changed his name and stuff, and it was still him.
Like, I can do this movie.
Legally change his name, go get a fake name and everything. Go get a W account. Transfer the money to this account. Transfer the money to this account.
Time at a time. Don't make it obvious. But yeah, James Gunn. Ask James Gunn to go ask who he thinks can best have him give you a list, because not everybody. Some people might not want to do the movie because they don't want to be attached to to all other stuff.
That's true.
So that's why you can't just go out and get any director, because a lot of bigger name directors are gonna say, "Look, I'm not touching this with a 10-foot pole, brother. All right, this shit has gone off the walls."
Yeah,
I can see if he had quit because he had some personal problems, that like he was dealing with, like the Justice League situation with Zack Snyder. Like nobody has a problem stepping in that. It's not like he did something wrong. But this, I'm gonna be attached to this. Like, oh yeah, I saved James Gunn movie, The Pedophile. Nobody wants to be attached to that. I'm gonna have to get somebody. There's no name. That James Gunn said, "Look, I think he carried my vision," and then go roll with that, and have Kevin Feige get every day on set. Like, no, this ain't working. Change it up. That's the best. That's your best solution to me. I don't care what nobody else says.
Okay.
So I think we already. So what do you think? Whoever directs it got to come. Is going to come in a situation that's fucked up.
Yeah.
What do you think his first words and actions should be towards the cast, who vividly and publicly support James Gunn.
You gotta go the straightforward method. You just gotta straight up say to him, I know I'm only here because of the obvious situation that's happened. There's no getting around it. I've been hired as a director. I was wondering if we can all just work through this and get this movie done as smoothly, happily as possible. I know you guys really wanted your director that you worked on with 2 movies, but he's not here and he's definitely not coming back. And you're here with me. Let's do this, people. Let's make magic. Are you with me? Okay, don't say it like that and everything. You know, I'm not the best of motivators and everything, but, you know, in so many words, you got to come out and direct. You got to. There's no other way to get around it. There's no other way. There's no other way.
If Disney takes my advice...
And Feige's probably going to be in the room anyway.
Yeah, so if Disney takes my advice, yeah, you know it probably will be in a Jerry Jones style. But if Disney... Well, back to my point. If Disney takes my advice and gets somebody that James Gunn said carry out the vision, number one, that'll be a little easier. Because everybody like, all right, look, this is a James Gunn approved guy.
Yeah.
And then you come in that joint, first of all, you got to have gifts for everybody. I don't know what those gifts are. Just listen to what I'm saying. Come with gifts and donuts. All right?
Donuts, yes.
Gifts and donuts. I don't say no wild expensive gifts. Come with gifts and donuts. Like, look, y'all.
What do you give a dang B-list movie actor and stuff?
But they're not B-list now.
The main actors of the...
And nobody gets a gift more important than the next one. Maybe David Bautista. Because he really might not show up.
Yeah.
But outside of him, everybody gets... I'm not saying go out there and buy a car or a Rolex or something like that. Just a solid... Oh, you know what? Give him something homemade. Really from the heart. Like, look, man, thank you. Even a car with like $5 in it. I don't care. You just need a peace gesture. Like, look, please work with me.
A peace gesture. There you go. Instead of saying, go out there and buy him something.
I never said it. I clearly said not expensive gift. I even said homemade. Saying, have your kids come up with something special. That's what they're there for. So you go in that joint and you're like, look, man.
Oh, do a little video.
Yeah. Look, it doesn't matter about the gift. All this is the gesture.
Okay, my bad.
You go to the gesture and like, look.
Peace gesture.
Like, look, I know what happened. But Jay's gonna pick me to help you get through this. So you know it's gonna work. And look.
I know this is
then you go and then
I know this is a difficult time for you.
And then when Kevin you say that's what you say when Kevin Feige's there. As soon as Kevin Feige leaves, you go like, look, on the press tour when we're doing this movie, all you do is bring up James Gunn and how you wanted to work with him. Alright? I'm giving you that. All I need is a great performance for these next 3 to 4 months.
3 months. Give me your
best.
Give me your best.
And then as soon as you out for the press tour, man, fuck this whole thing up. Talk about James Gunn. I bet you. I'll tell you, if I was an actor in that situation, the director came in like that, man, you give me my 8th. I'm about to win you an Oscar, my nigga. I'm about to win you an Oscar.
This is about to be a best acting performance ever.
This is about to be fantastic. They're gonna call me, they're gonna call me the new Denzel. The way I'm coming that joint with the swag and the walk, I'm gonna have it all. If the director came to me with that.
I hear you.
I mean, that's what I would do if I was the director. But, I mean, there are rumors. I don't know. Do you actually believe that Kevin Feige was on board with the not rehiring? Because some say he was pushing hard to rehire him. There's other ones say he was on board.
It's a tricky situation because you're in one of those executive decisions. It's like being in the you're in the boardroom and everybody's going to look at you differently if you don't agree with what everybody else's suggestion. Or it's like one of those movie moments where the boss is like, looky here, you're going to back me on this one. And if you don't, I'm cutting some of your funds. Don't care. I'm your boss. I can do it.
So he didn't agree. He just fell in line.
He fell in line. He had to fall in line. It was above his head. It was we mean this literally. Like he didn't even make the decision to fire him. Disney did. It wasn't Marvel. Because Marvel and Feige were like trying to get him back, and then Disney wasn't having it. This was so far above his head, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. No matter, even if he didn't go like the reports are saying that he went along with the firing. No matter what, he wasn't the one to fire it. It was all Disney. So it didn't. I don't think he did. I just think he had to go along.
Tell you what, I think behind the scenes, he's pissed. Like, man, fuck all this bullshit.
Yeah, I got this.
But as soon as that statement come out, man, and they had to do what they had to do. I'm with Disney, and then keep it moving.
And the good thing about Feige is Feige knows his role, and he knows how to.
Feige knows how to stay out of fire.
He knows how. Yeah,
he knows how to stay out of fire.
He knows when.
They said he was out of town when all this went down. When Alan Horn had the meeting with James Gunn, talking about how they gonna get through this, whatever. Feige like, you know what? Dang, you know what? Because I had to go to this thing over here. I can't even be there, my man. And there's no cell reception, so I can't even be like in the phone. Nah, I can't be none of that.
He knows,
but he ain't gonna duck it forever because he's gonna have to do. He gonna be at a premiere.
He can avoid that. He can avoid it. Just like during the Black Panther premiere, there's no interviews of him. He didn't do any interviews. He didn't do anything during Black Panther.
I'm not talking about at the premiere.
He went to it, and then what are you talking about then?
He does interviews all the time with a reporter sitting down with like Variety,
answer.
Hollywood.
You ain't gotta answer. No comment. That's what they invented. No comment for. No comment.
Yeah, at some point, it's gonna get tiring.
No, it ain't. It's there for the reporters, and they're gonna stop.
Or after he quits, after he's done with Marvel, and he get a tell-all book.
Okay, there you go. Tell-all book. Because Disney will put a gag order on him. Disney will be like, "Yo, gag order. Don't talk about it."
That's fine. That tell-all book will tell me everything.
They be like,
tell-all book.
This is part of making those executive decisions. Feige, you are not allowed to talk about this. This is
tell-all book. I'm gonna go right to the James Gunn.
We're on the same level. Treat this as though this is a court case, and you're not allowed to talk about this. That's how they're going to. That's what they're going.
That's absolutely fine. Court cases all become public at some point. Tell-all book.
There you go. But until that point, we ain't talking about it.
All right, look, man, that's all we got for right now, man. Look, if you have anything you want to talk about down below about the James Gunn situation, let us know down in the comments. If you like what you see, hit the like button. If you love what you see, subscribe and the bell. That bell gonna let you know all the notifications every time we drop fire like this. So until next time, man, deuces.
We out.